Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be a little different than what I usually make. This video is about the recent pressure controversy that has happened, mainly concerning the lead dev Zeal and the former composer of the pressure OST Rant. Rant, aka No Longer Null, the former composer for the pressure OST, has made allegations towards Zeal that he sexually assaulted her among other things. Rant has made a large impact towards the game Pressure. If you've played the game, then you have heard her great tracks and know that she is a talented composer. Now, before we go more into this, I should iterate that there is several sensitive topics and possibly triggering topics to multiple people. As you watch, I urge you to watch at your own volition. Also, I want to add that I apologize if I'm stuttering a lot, using a lot of filler words and there's long pauses. I'm not used to, talking into nothing or whatever, just talking to myself. It's really out of my depth, but I'm going to try my best, as I think it's important that I spread news about this and spread more awareness about it. That is why I'm making this video. I'm not making it for views or for drama, and I am involved in this community. I want to put my 2 cents on it. If you think my 2 cents matters at all, which I'm just some random guy, I'm not involved in this directly, I think it's valid to say that whatever I have to say doesn't really matter, but I still want to at least spread this. Another quick note, this channel is not a drama channel. I'm just speaking about it because I am involved a little bit in this community, as I've made a few videos on this game. And I know there's been a lot of Roblox drama coming out recently with Grace's stuff. Of course, I didn't make a video because I haven't really made a video on Grace. I have played it, but I'm not really that involved in it. And yes, I think this situation, what is being alleged, is worse than what has happened with Grace, but I think we should treat this matter separately. This is a separate matter. This is a serious matter. And I've also seen a lot of other people make videos about this. Some of them are a little clickbaity or whatever, or perhaps taking advantage of this. I mean, there's always gonna be some people doing that, but with this video I just want to address both sides, give you a little bit of a rundown, let you know what's going on, give you the resources to check it out, put my opinion, and hope everything is resolved as good as it can be. My post was made containing a Google document of the allegations from an anonymous Twitter account. The voice actor for Sebastian Solis, one of the prominent characters for Pressure, Gianni Matrigrano, made a statement. In his statement, he gave a general rundown of what is in the document, what had happened. He also asked for others to support Rant in this time, and also announcing that he has quit Pressure and will no longer be voicing the character Sebastian. Now, going back a bit, at 1 p.m., Soya, the community manager for Pressure, or Urban Shade, development team for Pressure, addressed the allegations, sort of making a statement on the Discord server for Pressure, acknowledging allegations, uttering that they are taking these matters seriously and are still preparing a response. At around 3 p.m., Zeal, the lead dev, the one that is being accused of these things, made a kind of a response, not a full response. In this response, he stated that he's aware of the allegations. He's still in the process of making a full, cohesive response, and I will go more in depth in this response as I have some issues with it. Now, concerning the document, I have not read the entire thing. As I said, it's a large document. I believe it's 300 pages. I've read a decent amount of the document, though. I've read the general preface, some of what happened before RDC. I've read mostly what has happened during the event, as that's the main incident, and a little bit after. But I may get some things wrong, as I have not read the entire thing. And feel free to correct me. I'll make any edits and adjustments to like a pinned comment. Okay, here's the document. I'm not going to cover the entire thing. I'm just going to go over some bits and pieces of the main things that happen and talk about them. I think you should read it. And I don't know, it'd be kind of weird for me to just summarize the whole thing so you don't have to read it. You should go out and read it. Yeah, but Jenny, she quit in summer 2025 after a lot of abuse and being overworked. And there's a lot of turmoil there. But after that, after she quit, her and Zeal reconnected, and it was not for a good reason. well, basically, Zeal was, after they reconnected, Zeal urged to meet up at RDC. He wanted to see if she was going there. She was, and he used that to manipulate her, use her, and eventually, allegedly assaulted her. I think 2 times. There was 2 incidents. It's disgusting. This was it was a hard read. I'm not gonna get exactly the details, because you should read it once again. And I don't even know how I would even describe it. It's not my place to say that. One, add another thing. After I just got done almost editing this entire video, I feel like I didn't cover as much as I should of the main incidents and what happened. I mean, there's a lot between what happened before the incident with them reconnecting, the drama there between Zeal and his friends, and the main 2 incidents that happened. Like, I have the screenshot up on screen right now. Like, that is Zeal's response to what happened. That just happened? It's a joke. I don't know. The way he handled the whole thing is just gross. And also how his friends also responded to it. The people that worked closely with him and sided with him. As well as Ren's suicide attempt after the fact. Just awful thing, and you should definitely read more and get more insight on what happened, because there's a lot here. Overall, the thing I want to add is this isn't the first time at RDC or just these large events where devs or people come together, fans or whatever, like where abuse, meetups that result in assault has happened at these events. And I think there should be some sort of measure during these events, because this has happened a lot. I believe there was another thing with RDC with another Roblox game. I'm forgetting which. Someone probably knows. I'm going to briefly mention, like, I like Undertale and Deltarune. I'm a big fan of it. If you guys know Shay, which was one of the largest YouTubers for that community, they also used a large meetup event. I forget which one it was. It was a speedrunning thing to meet up with, I believe it was a fan, and also assaulted them. So this happens a lot. There should be some measures in place, or we need to spread more awareness when these events are occurring, and perhaps people that holding events need to be aware of this, because this just happens too often, and it's ridiculous. And something needs to be done, because you can't fully prevent, and it's kind of weird, like, what measures you could put in to prevent this, because some of these are happening in hotels that aren't at the event's location, or like they're just near it. I don't know. I think people just need to be more aware, because a lot of the time during these incidents, there are friends present, there are witnesses present, and they even in Zeal's case, when he tried to make advances, he didn't fully commit because Rand's friends were present. And I believe that happened in the Shay situation too. No one assumes what was happening is abusive and manipulation, but I think that if you are a bystander or a witness or a friend in this situation, you see, whoever being having these physical advances made towards them, or anything weird, you should definitely say something. I'm sure Ren's friends, they did say something, they did comment on it, but nothing against them, but it clearly wasn't enough. I mean, it was enough to get Zeal out of the room at the moment because they were present, but eventually he just waited and got her when they were alone. You should definitely check on this person, ask if they're alright, and if you're a friend, accompany them and stay with them, so they aren't alone and prone to being a victim to these predators or groomers, because that's what they like to do. They usually only do this stuff when they're sure they're going to be alone with their victim and no one's going to be involved. Now, I don't mean for that to come off as me being Captain Hindsight, or you should have done this, when I'm not in this situation. I'm not in the bystander's shoes, but I mean, it's just some food for thought, and hopefully that you'll think of this. If you're seeing this, you'll say something and possibly prevent something like this from happening. That's why I'm saying this. It's not to It's not like, oh, you should have done this or anything. I first was alerted to what this entire situation by my best friend. And the first thing I did was, of course, check the Discord server, and I read this before I read the document. I was like, even then, before I even read the document, I didn't even know it was alleged. I was like, this response is kind of weird. And then now I've read a good bit of the document. I've come back, and now it's like, yeah. I also want to say that I never intended for my personal situation to impact the game or my team working on it. If you're what is being alleged, and if it's true, if that's what you're doing, I mean, you should know that there's gonna be consequences. I mean, I'm sure he knows. I mean, you're putting everything at risk, everything you've worked and built up, and people's livelihoods. So, I mean, to not intend for that to have impact your game, I mean, the action itself is going to do that. The assault he allegedly committed. So here he says here, from my perspective records, those interactions were mutual and consensual at the time. I don't know, that's a statement to make. If you read the document, see the evidence, and if it's true, I mean, from his perspective, I mean, even from his perspective, I think when the messages, he knows that something was what he was doing was wrong. But anyway, and he says here, there are important parts of the situation that are not fully represented publicly. After these private and sensitive information about interactions was shared with multiple people without my consent, despite me expressing discomfort with that one. This is a slippery slope, because if, when he comes out with more stuff and he isn't right, then I kind of get, I guess, it being exposed. But from what it's looking like, if he's in the wrong, this is kind of an ironic statement to make, considering what he has done, allegedly. This created a significant breach of trust and contributed heavily to the breakdown of communication between us. This is what I mean. I mean, this is either this will make sense when he makes his fuel statement, or this is gonna just look very ironic and just disingenuous, I guess. Also, I want to acknowledge I did not handle every part of the situation perfectly, and there's moments where I could have communicated better and acted more carefully, and I take responsibility for that. The thing I want to stay with this is, with these situations, it's not always decide bad, decide good. It could be, things aren't as black and white in life. There could be a little bit of bad done on both sides, but we have to wait till that conclusion is made. So far, it's not looking good for Zeal at all. Hopefully we get answers and more context to what has happened. And he is taking the time to do that, as these situations and how large the document has been made, it's going to take a bit to fully address and give a response to this from his perspective. And I think we should all wait until that is made to make any solid conclusions and stuff. It's not looking good for Zeal, but he could reveal some things that is very important, and shed light on things. So. But of course, regardless, we should not target anyone. And I hope people are doing, that are making videos like me, are doing a little bit of their research, and not just spreading things that aren't true, or just taking everything with 100%, because this is a sensitive matter, and there's a lot of she said, he said, whatever. And there is evidence, but things can be faked. To briefly go over my reaction and thoughts on this, I'm severely disappointed and disgusted and learn that this has happened. And I'm sure there's a large sense of, or feeling of betrayal, not only just to me, but across all fans, everyone that supported this game, everyone that's loved this game. And this sucks. This type of thing in Roblox and gaming, these allegations, this happens a lot. I've seen it happen a lot. And time and again, people jump to conclusions a little too fast, and new information comes out. Turns out things aren't what they seemed. Take a look at both sides, come to your own conclusion. But I also should say, with knowing what has happened in the past with these types of things, you should give it time. Give this entire thing time, because more information should be coming out from the accused side, and that could change things. But of course, support Rant has been alleged here is awful. And what she has gone through is awful. Final things I want to mention, because it's just a wrap-up conclusion. Sorry if this video like was a little all over the place. This is one of the hardest videos I've had to make. To make a serious video and make it with the respect it deserves is extremely hard. This is the first time I had to do something like this, and I don't even know if I fully succeeded. You're free to judge whether I did or not. I'm sorry if it wasn't up to the standard that this topic deserves, and I gave it my best. Of course, there's more to this topic. There's a lot of people, other people involved speaking about it, people leaving from the team. I also want to speak on like pressure as a game. We all, I guess, fans, we all love this game. Unfortunately, Zeal is just very connected with this game, and it is kind of hard to remove the art from the artist when he's just so involved. The future pressure looks like. I'm definitely probably not going to play it anymore. To reiterate like what Gianni said, if you were a fan of this, don't feel ashamed for loving something and caring for it, playing it, creating for it, supporting it, all this stuff, buying things for it. You didn't know there's nothing wrong with being passionate. It just sucks that the creator of the games, or the creator, did this. And it's awful this happens so much where people that create something and are in positions of power misuse that and hurt people and completely stain the legacy and what they have made forever. I'm sure in the future there's going to be more information that comes out that will clear things up. Whether I will make a video about that future information depends. If it's worthy enough to make a video on, like if it's enough information, and if I think I can, if I think this video did okay with covering this topic. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Take care to whoever's watching this, and that's it for me. Bye bye.